Hello everyone and welcome to another video. It's been a really lovely day today, nice and chilled but quite productive. I think it's been helped by the fact it's been a nice sunny day and the kind of background. I've been doing some nice chilled out jobs that I like to do. So I've got my big A4 sketchbook, or a big A4 sketchbook, and I've just been drafting some ideas that have been running around my head about a potential story idea. So I'm going to be working on that again later on. I've also done some washing, which is nice. And I've also been working on the iPad, just doing some nice little kind of brainless admin jobs. So I've been going through and editing all of my thumbnails, not all of them, but I'm slowly working through all of the older videos now. So before 2020, I think even before 2021 maybe. So I'm editing the thumbnails for those videos. But yeah, today's mainly been a nice chilled out day. I've also got this book, which I got the other day, which I am going to sit down with a cuppa and read. It's a graphic novel all about Sartre. It changes perspective from Sartre's perspective to a kind of more objective narrative. But yeah, it's interesting. When I first started reading it the other day, I didn't realise that it was a bit more like complex, I suppose. I was just expecting a nice little do, then this happened, which it is. It is a narrative, but also it's like a historical narrative, so I feel like I need to give it a bit of attention. But it's quite an interesting format to have a book like this that is a graphic novel. As you know, I mean, you might not know, I'm an illustrator. Hello, I'm Emma. I'm an illustrator based in Sheffield in the UK. And these are my daily-ish vlogs. And I think I'm increasingly interested in graphic novels, not just as a good way to tell a tale for me as a reader or a viewer, but as a way for me as an illustrator to tell a story. It's not something I've ever dipped into that much myself, but I am interested in it. I am increasingly intrigued by it. So that's something else I'm going to be getting on with today in a nice chilled out way. But yeah, it's been a lovely day. Sun is shining. It feels definitely like spring. I think also I need to go on the internet and have a look for some vegetable seeds for my garden. I know this isn't illustration related, but these are my daily-ish vlogs, is what I'm thinking of. And yeah, I'm going to really try and get into the garden early this year. And it's a good thing probably to start now, because even though there is the potential for cold snaps, it does feel like spring out there. And I think getting my ideas in order about what I want in the garden would be beneficial, and get started early, because last year I planted like tomatoes and things, but they were a bit too late and I didn't get the full benefit of them. And I want to do that again in the back garden. Right at the end we've got a little log store which we put a corrugated plastic roof on, so that in the summer we can use it as like an open greenhouse. So it's like a log store but with a see-through roof, basically, to increase the light. So that's where the tomatoes are going to go this year. I'd quite like to get some heritage varieties, but we'll see. I like to grow courgettes again, but in a bigger pot this time. Last year I grew carrots in a tub, but I'll probably not grow carrots this year because they ended up being... I'm really bad at thinning things out. Anything that needs thinning out, I'm awful at it because I don't like sacrificing anything. So they all ended up about an inch long. No, not all of them. Actually, some of them ended up quite big, but a lot of them ended up just being carrot tops, which you can eat. But yeah, anyway, I'm not going to talk too much about that because this is not a gardening vlog. But it's definitely nice to see washing blowing on the line out there. And then if I get the garden sorted, I can use that as an extra room to do illustration in. So it is really nice having a garden, especially when you work from home as well, which I do. All of my work is from home unless I take it to a cafe or a library or somewhere like that. So having an outdoor space it makes your work environment as well as your home environment much nicer and much more usable, I suppose. Usable might be the word. So it's good. It's good to think about these things. When you work from home, when you work for yourself, trying to have as many nice places as possible that you can go to is worth thinking about. That's one reason why, you know, I can't get away in these daily vlogs. I can't get away with just talking about work, because when you work for yourself, your work and your home and your private life all merge in and feed on each other and influence each other. So I can't just sit and do children's book illustrations all day and not talk about the fact that I do have to put the washing on sometimes. And actually sorting my garden out is going to be a massive benefit to my spring and summer and autumn working, because I'll be able to use that as another room. Because at the moment that garden's being used for the last few years as a dumping ground. I'd really like to get it sorted this year. So I'll try not to bore you guys too much in the future, in the coming weeks and months, with just home stuff, because when I was doing my thumbnails, I realised that in the past I have done just full like gardening vlogs and stuff like that, and I think, you know, you might not be here for that, but if every now and then there's like maybe a few minutes where I'm in the garden, if that's not your thing, just bear with it. I'll be back to drawing in the vlog. I won't do like dedicated garden vlogs. It will be an illustration and my life vlog, illustration life, but an illustrator's life, sorry. But that might include a couple of minutes in every few videos as sorting my garden out. So let me know in the comments if you're down for that, if you're happy with that, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions for me as well, because on videos like this, where sometimes it's sometimes my jobs that I'm doing are a bit more fluid, because sometimes I have full days off. Don't get me wrong, don't think I'm a workaholic. Sometimes I have full days off where I don't do anything and I don't make a video, and then some days I have where I have like less intense work days. And this is one of those kind of, it's kind of one of those less intense work days. So if there are any questions in the comments, I sometimes save those questions, answering those questions, for videos like this. So it fills the kind of quiet time a little bit. So if you do have any questions for me, get them in the video comments, and who knows, your comment, your question might be the core of one of my upcoming videos. You just don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna chill out for the rest of the afternoon, sitting on the sofa. I'm probably gonna do maybe 40 minutes of just rough ideas. It's basically brain dumping what I'm doing at the moment. The stage I'm at the moment is any kind of little idea that I have that might work in a book about the character that I think might be in this book. I'll dump it down in this. This is going to be dedicated to this one particular story idea. Not everything that I'm writing down at the moment will be in the book. It's just gets it out of my head. So if I have a little idea, I scribble it down. Not necessarily in a neat way, not in a tidy way, not in a finished way. I just get it down so it's out of my head. And then this will form the basis of the book structure. So I'll be able to pick bits out of this and this will help to kind of form the book. But if I don't get them all down, I know I'll forget about them. So I'll probably spend another 40 minutes doing this, and then I might grab another cuppa and have a little read, because what's a lazy day without a bit of reading? But this is where I'm going to leave this video, and I will catch you in the next one. So until then, bye.